Let me tell you a story.
Welcome to my skeptical sister.
I'm Megan, the skeptical one.
I'm Erin, the believer.
And we have a new ambiance.
We have a new studio.
Yes, it's called My Living Room.
Your dogs are sitting on my shoulders like parrots.
Yes, they are. And at any moment, they're going to lose their shit when they see another a person walking their dog. Just be warned.
Yeah, Arlo keeps whipping me in the face. So it should be really exciting.
It's real chill. I'm really relaxed.
Right in front of this window. So I'm...
Oh, now, yeah, hold on. He's got an itch. He just bumped your head. Oh, and the fun is going to be when they start fighting with one another. It's going to get really real.
Yeah. You know, Ellie's getting older, so we just need you to know that you'll never be without dogs.
No, we have new dog youth energy happening tonight. Luna, oh, it's so unladylike. She's smelling Arlo's butt right on your neck.
We are right here. You're
too.
Literally both touching me.
Get a room.
Luna's not.
She will be soon.
Okay. Anyways, how was your Thanksgiving? This is right after Thanksgiving.
Yes,
for us.
happy post-Thanksgiving. It was lovely, all the usual.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really complain, especially since all of our family, we all get along really well, like-minded. So
right, I know.
Very
Isn't that
privileged
nice?
in that respect.
That's so nice. I had a slightly awkward moment when I was in the middle of telling about my almost bar fight, and Kevin walked back down and he was like, "Oh," I was like, "Sorry, I didn't know he's not." He doesn't love that story. I don't know why. I'm very proud of it, and it's fine.
I'm proud of it too. I mean, you were going for it. I did earlier today. Had a girls' brunch, and we went shopping at a little store next door, and it's like the fanciest. It's like on Bardstown Road. It's super cute stuff.
Yeah,
they're probably supposed to be like really dainty little letter openers, and they got the most beautiful beadwork on. What I was like, it's a perfect shiv, and I joked about getting it for you for your bar fights.
Oh.
I didn't.
I'm so glad I didn't have a weapon on me.
Yeah, me too. And they were so expensive.
Okay, well, good. Yeah, don't get it for me. I also got to stay in a haunted hotel.
Oh, you did? Any stories from that?
Yes. In fact, according to the person at the front desk, it's not haunted.
Okay.
And she even looked at me like, no. I'm like, I think you're hiding something. Okay,
so nobody told you it was haunted. You just went in there. You're like, I bet this is a haunted establishment.
No, I didn't think it was haunted until I woke up early because the people right next to us had little kids. Apparently no parrot. They were so loud.
They probably did what you did. They put their kids in one room and they went to another room.
Yeah, I know. My father-in-law set us up with that gig. It was nice.
Nice.
And our kids were 2 doors down, but there were really loud kids in between us.
Oh.
And I think no parent, but these sounded like little tiny children who were just screaming at the top of their lungs.
Oh, gosh.
At about 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, gosh.
So that woke me up. And then I started hearing, okay, remember that scene in The Others where she hears really fast running above her?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm hearing that in my room, but I could hear it up above me.
Okay.
And at first I thought, oh my gosh, they're like little kids just running
all over. What establishment am I in?
There were a lot of kids running back and forth right above me. And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, the amount that they're running,
it's like further than a room.
Yeah, it would have to be like a banquet hall above me.
Or a hallway.
No, directly above me.
Yeah, that would be weird. But what if that's like the setup up there?
Well, I went to the front desk and I said, A, what time is checkout? B, your potatoes are delicious in the morning. They're so good. And C, is this place haunted? And she said, what? No. And I said, well, I heard running. As if, I said, do you have a banquet hall on the 4th floor? And she said, no, they're all rooms. I said, well, I heard running, really fast running. She goes, well, we've got a lot of kids here this week. And I said, yeah, but this was they would have had to slow to get around the beds.
Uh-huh.
There's no way to run that far.
The sound probably traveled from the hallway.
All right, maybe, but I'm just telling you, it sounded like The Others.
So then did you use that as a segue to plug our podcast? Because I totally would have.
No, but I did do that when I was a guest on Dr. Game Show on Saturday.
Oh, nice.
So that'll air, I think, the Wednesday after this comes out.
Oh my gosh, we're going to be huge now.
Huge. We didn't talk about it a whole lot. We talked about it enough. I talked about Kim. I said we share a listener. So Kim, shout out.
So are you going to clear up what happened on your porch earlier? Because I'm very curious. I walked into Erin's room to help her bring all of this equipment over to my house.
Yeah.
And I walk in and she's being very...
You walked into my house, not in my room.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I walked into Erin's living room and she's standing in her kitchen and she's whispering to me. I swear what I heard her say, because I had to see you say it. I heard and saw you say, I just had to have sex on the front porch real quick. And I felt like you were whispering it so that your kids did not hear you say it. And I just looked at you like, you just had to have sex on the front porch.
I had to.
That's so sad.
Have you ever been so compelled that right there on the front porch, you just have to?
Well, like my brain went to like, oh my gosh, you just had to have sex real quick with Kevin, like just to satisfy him real quick before you had to come over here. But then I was like, on the front porch? What is going on with midlife crisis? And you complied? This is all so strange. Our neighbors were okay with it?
Oh my gosh. Oh, it makes my sides hurt. You repeated it back so earnestly. Oh, you just had to have sex on the front porch? No. We just got back from our family Sunday lunch. You were there.
Yes.
You know this. And
which also makes it strange to be in the mood.
Oh my gosh.
For porch sex. Oh my gosh, I'm trying so hard not to pee.
So we just had lunch, but Nora didn't want to go.
Okay.
They wanted to stay back. We'd just been traveling all weekend and they wanted to stay home. They also are receiving, nobody tell them, a very cool drum set.
Oh, fun for Christmas.
Yes, for Christmas. And so on the Amazon package, instead of it playing it cool,
I hate when it
and just being a plain old package, it says electric drum set.
Oh my gosh.
And Nora's the one who's home.
Oh no.
So I just had to like rush in this big, huge, heavy box. It was heavy. Yes. So anyways, I just wish that Amazon came in more discreet packaging this time of year.
Well, yeah, duh.
Everything's getting delivered to the house where the kids live.
Right. And not even just Amazon, because I've been on a TikTok roll here lately.
Oh man.
Tell
me about it.
Not good. I see it. I'm like, that looks great. Order it. Boom.
I think as soon as you start that, they just start sending more.
Yes, advertisements.
Like now I have more advertisements than videos.
They're smart. It's like they know what they're doing.
So smart.
It's on purpose.
Now they got me on this little trampoline. I'm like, I'm not getting a little trampoline.
But then they're like, oh, but then my kids will be healthier.
Yeah, I'll be healthier. It's like 10 minutes jumping on a trampoline is as good as running 3 miles. I don't know if that's true. TikTok influencer, but you are influencing.
You are influencing. That's exactly. They picked the right word there. But yeah, and even then on their little packages, it'll like say in tiny writing what it is. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I know. I went in. I said, hey, did the doorbell ring? Yeah. I said, did you go out there? I just saw there was a delivery guy. I said, did you look at the package? And they said, I saw it was big. I said, did you read it? They said, no. I'm like, you read it. Surely you read it. Ugh. Why would you not read it?
What would you have done if they're like, yeah, I did?
I don't know.
Yeah. Then Christmas is spoiled. Here, just take it anyway.
I know. Oh, I hate it.
So very annoying. But also glad to hear it wasn't porch sex. I mean, not that you couldn't have porch sex and get away with it. I just feel like it would be a lot of talk for the neighbors.
We're not kink shaming. It is broad daylight and there is snow outside. But
broad daylight and, we're of a certain age. I just think there have been a lot. There have been some things.
I don't think age is the factor here.
I think so.
I don't care if I saw a 22-year-old or an 85-year-old. If you're having porch on the front sex in the middle of the daytime.
Porch on the front sex.
Sex on the front porch.
Porch on the front sex. Oh, we
whatever. You know
just
what I
now
mean.
Drinking. Oh, that's hilarious.
So yeah. Anyways, I think age is not
a factor.
The fact that I'm 40 is not what people would be like. She's 40. She's 40 having sex out there.
I feel like the more the person would process it, because it would take a while to process that. Like I feel like somebody would be processing that for like weeks.
I'm like really starting to picture it, which is not great.
You're just starting. I've been picturing it since we left your house. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so just a drum set, not near as exciting.
Drum set.
Okay.
Not porch
sex. You can see though how like you're mouthing it. Just had to have porch sex. Okay, well, goodness, there's our title, Porch Sex.
Right, where do we go from there?
I don't even know.
Oh, I made the most progress I've made yet with the crows.
Okay, what's going on in the crow world?
Okay, they've been getting closer,
Uh-huh.
but not in my yard yet.
Okay.
They're
Wait till
always
they see you having porch sex.
right.
They're either going to be
Little
into it or they're going to
perverts.
go further away.
Yeah. So today they were like picking around in the snow for nothing. There's nothing there. And so I drove past because I was on my way out. I didn't like make a trip for this.
Okay.
But I drove past, I rolled down my window, and I swear it looked at me. And I was like, here's some pretzels. And I just tossed a few out. I didn't have anything shiny with me at the moment, so I didn't take that. Plus, I'm easing it.
Right. Do you have to leave them something shiny or they leave you something shiny?
They're like, oh, we're doing gifts now. And then they'll start. It's back and forth. So anyways, I gave some pretzels, and then I drove away because I wasn't just going to watch and make sure that you ate it. Like, be cool, Aaron.
Right.
And I drove off with it. It didn't get near the pretzels yet because I didn't throw it at the bird. I didn't want it
just
to
like,
think.
here you go.
Right. I was very cool about it. And then I drove away. And when I came back, those pretzels were gone. So I'm pretty
So
sure
you think they got your license plate number?
Yeah, they're going to love me now. And they were really close. They could tell where I lived.
Okay, sure. They saw you get into that van.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me know how that works out.
Okay, I'll keep everybody posted.
Next time you're having porch sex.
Yeah, if they're all
If you get a
suddenly looking
trinket.
at me while I'm having sex, while I'm getting railed on the porch.
You're like, it's working.
He's like, really? I'm like, no, not you.
yeah. Quiet down. You're going to scare off the crows. Oh, this is what I heard you have to do to get them all in. Oh my gosh. Get
Bunch
them all
of
in. That's
peeping
gross.
Toms. Ooh, that is gross.
I know.
They're not getting in anywhere, to be sure.
I meant like bringing them all in to the yard. It just keeps getting worse. Let's move on.
My porch sex brings all the crows to the yard.
So wrong. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, let's read a story.
Let's do that.
Okay, I'm going to read a story from one of my besties,
Love it.
Teresa.
Thank you, Teresa.
So Teresa actually wrote 2 stories in, and they're both quite long.
Okay.
I hope there's not an order because I'm just picking one of them to read.
Okay, great.
Okay, so the subject line of this says, Your friendly neighborhood optometrist.
Okay.
Your friendly neighborhood optometrist tells a ghost story or two, dictated by his effervescent wife, the undoubtedly better half.
Mm-hmm. We never doubted it.
No, absolutely not. Although Michael's great, you're greater.
Yes.
I will start this with Michael is not a ghost person, ghost in parentheses.
Okay.
Didn't go into this believing in ghosts, and it honestly took years for him to cough up this story. He is a very logical person who will always look to reason and science for his answers.
Same.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
Little Snape action there, always.
Always.
Okay, here we go. Michael went to the University of Kentucky and as a freshman was paired up with a random roommate. He was always by himself on weekends because his college roommate always went home. While studying on a Thursday evening, after his roommate had gone home for a long weekend, Michael felt the temperature in the room suddenly drop. Yet the air conditioner hadn't kicked on. He felt a chill down his back and the distinct feeling of someone breathing on his ear.
Ooh,
that's
or
awful.
Hey.
He turned around to see nothing at all. Within 20 seconds, he feels another sudden, slow breath on his ear. Surely someone was messing with him, but no one was there. He decided to take a break. He goes down the hall to the bathroom, talks to a friend in the hallway just to confirm no one had been lurking around the hallway.
Okay, so he's just in his dorm room. So when she says take a break, he'd been studying?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's sitting in his dorm room.
Yeah, all by himself.
Feels something. He's like, I got to take a break.
Yeah, I'm going to get up and get out of this room. And remember when your bathroom was not in your room?
Oh, yeah. That's so
sucked.
weird.
And you had to like take a shower and then wrap yourself up real good.
Yeah, and walk down a hallway.
And wear like shower slippers.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm not in college
And
anymore.
also suddenly makes me realize, like, why didn't I ever buy a robe?
I know, I
That
definitely
would've been
didn't have a robe.
Perfect time for a robe.
Right.
So
Hey,
weird.
Another shout out to Holiday Inn, the haunted hotel. They have pretty big towels.
Oh, I love a good towel. A
I
good
know.
big towel.
Didn't quite wrap around my body the way I would have liked, but it was really close. Way closer than any other hotel
Yes,
towel.
most hotel. They're like, who are they for?
I know. Yeah, I really enjoyed my stay there. Aside from the ghosts and the small children who were loud. Ghost or otherwise.
No porch, though.
There was no porch. It really killed the mood.
But it did.
We literally didn't have sex the whole time.
If
What,
this place
no
doesn't have a
porch?
We're not doing it.
He talks to a friend in the hallway just to confirm that no one had been lurking around. Then he convinces himself it was all in his head and goes back into the room to study again. The room feels normal. He sits down, starts studying, but yet again, within about 20 seconds, the temperature drops. He gets a chill up his spine. Then the unmistakable feeling of someone being in the room, standing by your shoulder, breathing on your neck. Oh, that's awful.
So weird.
He jumped up and left his room, too nervous to stay in there. He decided to study in the common space, but really didn't feel that much more comfortable. I'm just really impressed that you're not being swayed from studying.
Right. You're going to continue to study. I'd be like, well, that's it. Guess that's a sign I don't need to study.
Yeah, it took literally nothing for me to stop studying.
I don't think I ever started.
A ghost in your room?
Right.
I'm done.
Right.
Sorry, I'll do what I can on this test. See you later. The following week, Michael was about to go out to an amazing girls' party. Better half level. Maybe it was her party.
Okay.
And she's like, hint, hint, it was my party.
Okay.
Let's keep reading. At the party, he talks to an old friend about what had happened at his dorm. The friend asked, where is it that you live again? Michael said his building on campus, and his friend said, you do know someone died in that building a couple years ago.
Ooh.
Michael had not heard that. Michael asked if he knew what floor, but the friend said no, only being on a third floor. Michael assumed it wasn't his room, but he dug into it and learned 2 brothers were in fact wrestling in Kerwin Tower on the 3rd floor 2 years before he moved in.
Ugh.
This was in 2002. Both passed away.
Oh my gosh, from wrestling?
Falling through an 8-foot window in one of the common areas outside of Michael's dorm room.
Oh my gosh. See, as a mother with 2 boys who roughhouse all the time,
oh my gosh,
that is my fear. I'm like, it's all, and you think, are you being too strict? Because they're going to roughhouse with each other, but I'm constantly shutting it down. And I think, man, maybe I'm just being like,
yeah,
it'll be fine. But then you hear a story like that,
and
you're
that
like, no,
poor mother.
Oh,
both her
of her
boys.
sons. That's awful.
Oh my gosh. Michael kept digging into it because while he felt uncomfortable in the common space, his room just felt so much more uncomfortable. He learned that one of the brothers was visiting and was not a student of UK, while the other brother, in fact, had his dorm room 2 years prior.
Oh my gosh.
After Michael learned the truth of this story, he never had another uneasy moment in this room. It was like once Michael knew and understood who he was done messing with him.
That's weird.
Have at it, Megan.
And
then it says, Teresa, I won't say her last name, although, yeah, I will, because it says TIM Teresa Interior Designs.
What?
TIM Interiors, that's the name of her company.
Oh, okay.
And she's lead AP girl. She's a one-man show. She's running that.
Telling
she's
you.
killing it.
Boss lady. Yeah,
I'm really proud of her.
That's awesome. Okay, well, we're in a dorm, and I do remember dorm life. There are people all around all the time.
Okay.
So I think his first instincts were correct. There might have been somebody.
How do you mess with the temperature? I don't know why I said that so.
Temperature.
How do you mess with the temperature?
I don't know. Maybe you've got like one of those cooling ice packs and you're like blowing.
You're hovering it over their neck.
Oh, I don't know.
That's some intense studying.
So I'm going to phone in a friend here for this debunk.
Okay.
I'm going to call in Nicole.
Okay.
Because not too long ago, Nicole sent me an inbox message that said, Megan, you should look into sleep deprivation. Let's think of a college student.
Oh, dear. Okay.
Sleep deprivation. As to why some people see ghosts or hear ghosts. I'm listening to BBC podcast. Granted, I think it's a made-up show, and yet they are talking about how when people are sleep deprived, they hallucinate. That makes sense.
Do you hallucinate a feeling?
Yeah, I think you can.
I don't know.
I'm going to go with yeah. I'm going to go with if I'm taking my debunk from a fictional show on BBC, then absolutely hallucinating can be something felt.
Whatever.
I do know that I have been sleep deprived.
Are you right now?
Yeah, a little bit. Sleep deprived. Is that how you would say that? I've been deprived of sleep.
Yep.
In the past, and I do know crazy things happen. Your brain just cannot make sense of things that are happening.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with sleep deprivation.
I think it's fine for you to go with that.
And I'm going to say thanks, Nicole.
I think it's fine for you to go with that for your little own brain, but I don't think that's what it is.
I'm going to say this. I will at least give you that it's strange that he investigated it and found out that the room he currently lived in.
Confirmation bias. Isn't that something?
I don't
know.
It sounds like something
so smart.
really good. It sure did sound really, sounds like, I mean, you've been doing some homework. A confirmation bias. Yeah. But I think that would have been like, what you're saying is like if he had already found out that there was a ghost and then like his brain started coming up with, he had a bias because it was confirmed that a ghost was in there.
Unconfirmation bias.
Sure. Yeah. Start making up words. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with sleep deprivation.
All right.
I'm going to go with the fact that college kids don't get a lot of sleep. There's a lot of hangovers happening. Okay. A lot of bodily functions that... No, let me try that again. There's a lot of self-care that gets neglected during your college years. Probably a lot of bodily functions are happening.
A lot of bodily something happening.
So a lot of things go on in college.
Porch sex, and apparently it's okay at that age.
You don't even have to be in college. You can have porch sex at age 40, according to you.
Not without judgment.
I didn't say I would judge you.
You actually didn't say you would judge me, and you had no judgment when you whispered it back to me.
I had no judgment. I was like, wow, girl, get it.
Wow, you real quick porch sex.
Kind of glad I wasn't home, but all right. Oh, my gosh. Okay.
All right, your turn after that classic ghost story. Thank you.
It was classic.
Thank you, Teresa, for writing it down, and thank you, Michael, for letting her share.
That's right.
And if you need an optometrist, check out Fall City Eye Care here in Louisville. It's worth traveling for, people.
They really are amazing.
They really are. And the building is gorgeous.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
Thanks to TIM Interiors. Can you tell I'm really proud?
That's right. They're going to be our fan favorite tonight. Okay, so my story is titled Haunted Child.
Ooh.
My friend has an almost 3-year-old boy who is the sweetest little thing, but over the last year or so, he has said some weird things that were previously able to be dismissed, but can't anymore due to more happenings. They moved to a new house about 1.5 years ago. But before that, they were in between houses and were living with her mom for a period of time in a guest house. She and her sister are very close and co-parent each other's kids when they are all together, which is usually multiple times a week.
I don't know anything about that lifestyle.
Yeah, right. I'm like, that is the way to do it. Let me tell you what. I'm full transparency this morning. Macy James didn't even ask to go to your house. I was like, hey, why don't you go see what's going on over at Aunt Ann's house? Because I needed to take a shower and she was driving me crazy.
She was great. We watched Inside Out 2.
Yep, you weren't burnt out on her yet. I was.
You sent me a message that said, is she okay over there? Or is she bothering you over there? And I said, of course not.
But with no punctuation mark. So I read it.
But I could have said, she's fine.
Of course not, with an eye roll.
Oh my gosh. She said, your lack of punctuation is making me nervous. I'm like, I said, of course not. Like, there are times where I'm like, yeah, she's fine. And then I would have written, she's fine. But I wrote, of course not. She's great. And so then I wrote back, we're having a blast, with as many exclamation points as I could.
You also threw a couple commas in there, which is strange.
I was doing it on my watch, which is the real reason the first one had no punctuation. And it turned into a comment. I was like, maybe she'll think of that as like a breath of my excitement. And then I went back into it.
Yeah, no, I didn't think that. I thought, oh, she put some commas in there. All willy-nilly. Weird. Bet she's going to have porch sex later. Sounds like a weird thing to do. Okay. Her almost 3-year-old boy, Blake, name changed for privacy reasons.
Oh, weird that she picked your
I know.
name.
It's very strange. Has also asked a handful of times the last year for his other mommy. My friend always thought that he just meant her sister due to their close relationship. He has also said before that he wants to go back home, even when they are at their home.
Oh.
But they always thought he meant their mom's house, so the house that they lived at previously.
Right.
But he would just repeat that again and again when she would say, we are home. During the period of time when they were staying at her mom's house, her older son, who was about 3 at the time, and Blake was 1.5, said that he was seeing ghosts, but it could have been correlated with a kid's cartoon that had a ghost dog in it. And it stopped after they saged the house. Another time, Blake had been crying all night. So she picked him up, and when she looked at him, she got this horribly dreadful feeling, and something was telling her to put him back down.
Oh my gosh.
And run. These are in her words.
Oh my gosh, don't do that.
Could you imagine picking up your own kid and feeling that way?
No, that's awful.
She grabbed him and ran out of the room and slept on the couch with him that night.
Good call, mama.
Yep, that's a good mama. You got to fight that feeling.
Yeah, there's plenty of times I've been afraid of my own kids, but you still have to make sure they're
power
okay.
through that. Yeah, that's a power through moment.
You have to love them through the fear.
Oof, yeah, and it's hard to.
I'm still afraid of them.
Yeah,
they just keep getting older and meaner.
Right. Well, and she's still not out of the phase where she sneaks into my room. No, and Miles is the worst right now. His is on purpose. He's trying to scare me. She'll just get out of her bed to come in and just stand there. I'm like, you're lucky my instincts are not to survive. It's like, because survival would be to punch you in the face.
It's that time I thought Penelope was Ellie and I have to shove Ellie down because she's so big and strong.
Yeah.
And I put my hand out and last minute felt, oh, that's my child's face. And just very gently curved my hand to caress her little face and said, oh, hi, baby. What are you doing?
Oh, could you imagine you just like face
I mean,
because down.
Right. That was kind of early on where I really was training Ellie. Like, you stay down while I'm asleep. And I would shove that dog down.
Yeah.
She's
a
strong.
big dog.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that would have been so
so traumatizing.
perfect though, because she would have never come to you for comfort again.
Oh, that'd be so sad. She was like 4 or 5 years old.
I don't know. I'm just saying worth it. Kidding. I'm kidding. I'm a good mom.
You are a good mom.
I don't punch her in the face, even though I want to.
Sometimes, even
after I know it's her, I still have that urge. I'm like, ooh, that was. But I don't.
My adrenaline is up.
Yes, my adrenaline is up. Now go back to bed before something bad happens. She said she remembers the sensation of feeling like she's being watched, and that terrified her.
Oh,
so after she laid on the couch all night, that's the feeling she had all night.
Yuck.
That's weird. About a year ago, her husband also woke up to an older lady standing over him.
Oh my gosh.
Believed to be a sleep paralysis demon who screamed, I can't do this every night.
That's what he said?
The lady screamed that. I'm sorry. I don't know why I find that so funny. There's so many things going through my brain right now. Like she's talking about them just having kids in the house. I cannot do this every night. Like if you all are going to bring children in this house.
was so peaceful.
Like you have no idea the setup I had before you all got here.
Oh
my gosh. It's hilarious. And he had never been so terrified. So he was more scared than I would have been. I would have been like, me either. What do we do about this situation? Today, they were outside, and Blake asked for his other mommy again and said that she was a bat. Again, the bat could be because of an earlier TV episode. But then, a little later, his dad came into his room and heard him whispering, and he asked who he was talking to, and he said, my other mommy.
Oh.
Are we thinking like vampire shit here?
Oh, I was thinking like, no, I guess I was thinking reincarnation, but if she's standing right there and he's talking to her. No, wait a minute. Is this the older son or the baby still?
Blake. So the 1.5-year-old who's now
3.
Older.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The kids' media input is very structured, and they've never seen anything inappropriate overall. I love. They're like, let me just throw that in there before I get a lot of comments in this section
we
about
watched a lot of ghost dogs and bats, but other than that,
nothing too scary. Listen, no judgment here. Y'all know what my kids watch. They're free-range children.
Courage the Cowardly Dog, because that show was scary.
What show is it?
It's a cartoon, but it was scary.
I don't think I ever watched it. What was it called?
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Mm-mm.
It was scary. It was a cartoon that like pushed it too far. Nickelodeon loved that.
Oh yeah.
The Simpsons. It was like The Simpsons, but not Simpsons. Ren and
Stimpy.
It was like Ren and Stimpy, but scary.
Yeah, they got but scary. I thought you were like but scary. I'm like, what's happening? But
no,
weird.
It was like they weren't cute drawings. They were like kind of gross looking cartoons.
Ah, gotcha.
But it was also scary.
Like when they would. All I remember, like Ren and Stimpy, they get up real close to the eyeball and the veins in the eyeball. Like, Nickelodeon got real weird there for a while.
They really did.
It was like let's go edgy, but also like, unhinged. That's kind of that is the perfect word.
And it was like the perfect time for it because parents had totally checked out at that point.
Yeah, they're like, we're out of here. And kids were loving it. And when I say kids, I mean me.
Yeah, I love that mom was like,
is so weird.
You can't watch The Simpsons, but Ren and Stimpy is fine.
She had no idea. She just thought, she's a lot like me. I'm a lot like her. I'm like, sure, Disney's fine. No, Deadpool is on Disney.
Oh my God.
I know. I'm like, yeah, Disney's no big deal. And then I walk in, nobody was watching Deadpool, but like a banner ran across the screen. I'm like, they can't like just free will go and watch Deadpool. Sure they can. Yep, they absolutely can. So watch your Disney accounts, everybody.
Yeah, well, they have a kids, like you can make a kids profile, and then if it's rated a certain thing on Disney.
It's just so much work to do everything.
Mom? Oh, wait a minute.
Oh my gosh, it's so true. Yeah, so that's a classic creepy haunting.
2 of them.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good. Okay, so
I'm going to say some sort of reincarnation feeling that this kid has, and I don't know what I feel about reincarnation.
Yeah, I totally
so that's still in
that.
play, and sleep paralysis. I think they nailed it with that. They think demon. I think sleep paralysis episode.
Okay, can you put on your believer hat for a minute?
I can try.
Just like pretend like you fully believe in it.
It's so tight and restraining.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, go ahead.
No, it's not. It's so loose and open-minded. It's actually the opposite.
Maybe that's what feels weird. Okay, go ahead.
All this freedom and free thought and will and anyways. Okay.
Also, discernment and good judgment and
Listen.
fact finding is important right now. Go ahead. Free will, free mind.
If you were a believer,
Okay.
what do you think that whole situation with like put the baby down and run?
Oh God.
Like you think that's a demon who's like, this baby's mine?
Yeah, if
Get
I
outta
were
here?
watching a scary movie and that were happening in a scary movie,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think that
Oh.
that they were going to either try to corrupt that baby or take him down to hell. I don't know what they were going to do,
Oh.
something bad to that baby, and they needed the mom to be gone while they did it.
That is so scary.
And so instead of like scaring the mom away from her baby, they're trying to make her feel so scared of her own baby enough to
Yeah.
leave the baby.
oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, that's a good mom. That's a really good mom because
Yeah.
there might be some me. Like, you know what? You've got everything you need in here. I'm just going to be out on the couch, baby monitor on. I mean, I
Actually,
may or may not come look.
That's totally opposite.
Let me
because
put on Ren and Stimpy on my way out. You're fine. Just watch that TV.
it's actually the total opposite because you wouldn't believe that there was anything happening
that's
there.
true.
And I would be like, I'm just gonna.
You're like, I'm going to call your Aunt Maggie, just like I do when there's a bug in the house.
I've heard you follow your gut, and my gut is really talking right now, and it says you're theirs now. I don't know.
I know it's really weird, but this is what we got to do. This is what we have to do. That's so gross. I have like a big hair on the bottom.
Listen, I saw it earlier, and I couldn't say it on while you were recording, but it was
you could
gross.
say it. It's gross.
I didn't realize you were going to say it.
It's a dog hair. Did I get
Yeah.
it off?
Yeah, I think so.
Yuck.
Yeah, it was
That's
gross.
how like nasty my feet are.
I wasn't going to call you out.
That's okay. I'll call myself out. I mean, they're pretty nasty feet.
Um,
Okay. Well, we did it. We got two stories down.
that's right.
It's getting so dark in here, which is so funny. I can barely see your face.
It's not that dark. It's
Well,
darker.
the
Yeah.
light is hitting right
Oh,
behind
that's-
you, so I can just kind of see. And plus, I got bad eyesight right now. Like if I do that, I can
Right
see
now.
you. Yeah, all the time. Oh, so we better get to fan favorite
Okay, sounds good.
before I can't see you at all. in
Is
this
it me?
house.
Am I the fan favorite?
No.
Oh.
So this week's fan favorite is the lovely Jamie.
All right. Hey, Jamie.
Jamie has been very present on Facebook. I did my spiel, and then Jamie just responds, "Gosh, I don't know." Very underwhelmed.
Well, weird.
You know, some people are, and it's okay. They don't get the glory. I mean, later on, I get a lot of hugs
Oh, good.
at the end of it. But at that time, the way it hit,
You said hugs like she actually hugged you.
Well,
she
she-
sent you an emoji.
she sent me emoji of hugging the heart. What do you think that means?
No, yeah, that's what it meant. But
It
you
means like I'm
showed
giving
me.
you a hug.
You showed me, but this is an audio
Oh,
platform.
that's right. That's right. I always forget.
So it's
that
like I got a lot of hugs. It's like, who are you talking about?
part. She sent me a lot of emojis insinuating she would like to hug me. Is what I
Okay.
took from that.
Okay.
Okay, so Jamie would like for us to bring attention to Alzheimer's disease, which her mom is currently suffering from.
Oh man, I'm so sorry.
I know and she says what they think is Lewy body dementia, and it is deteriorating fast.
Oh,
I know that would be what she would want me to choose. And if you would like to donate, please go to act.alz.org to donate.
awesome. Yeah, that's definitely a great cause that we want to lift up.
Yes, Jamie, we'll be thinking about you and your beautiful mama.
Yes. Thank you so much for your support on Facebook and for listening.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, we have a little announcement, but we are
We
in.
do?
Yeah, it was your idea.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I forgot. Go ahead.
We are trying to get some fresh stories in here.
Come on
So
now.
if we have a first time submitter of stories within the whole month of December,
Mhm.
and you know what? Because it's already going to be halfway out, let's go ahead and
December and January.
all the way up until, February 1st. If you get a new
Ooh.
story written in by February 1st, we will send you a sticker in the mail.
There you go. Freebies, guys. Come on. All you got to do is write a story.
Yeah, that's right. If you're like one of those people who are like, I've definitely written in before, get somebody else and say,
Mhm.
hey, don't tell them about this.
Do a pseudonym. We'll never know. I'm all about it. I'm all about working the system.
Yeah, we would like to up our inventory on stories. So get those in to us and we will send a sticker out to you. I'll even make them the cute new stickers with the ghost on it.
Ooh, cute.
If you would like to rate, review, subscribe, that helps us out so much. Wherever you listen, you can tell your friends and family about us. You can write in at myskepticalsister@gmail.com, or you can write in through our website at www.myskepticalsister.com. You can also find out how to become a Patreon at that website. $3 a month gets you a sticker and a magnet and weekly content. $5 a month gets you all that plus a movie night once a month. And if you just want to become a free member on Patreon, you get our 5th week bonus content. So if there's a 5th Wednesday in the month, you get a free, something to listen to. You don't have to pay anything for that. So just join us over there.
Just
you get a little something. Not a ton, but you get our love, but you get that no matter what. Don't spread the word. You can follow our socials on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Really think we need to get back to doing TikToks.
Yeah, we took a break there. I guess we need to do it.
Yeah. All right. And we love you guys, and we will talk to you soon.
Holler away.
La 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 la.
Oh, no. Luna. No, he won't lay down there, Aaron. He will not be chill. Oh my gosh. Shh. Arlo. Come here, Arlo.
Come here. Within 20 seconds, there's so much happening. You're hitting the mic.
Sorry.
Her belly is rolling in my ear. There's people having porch sex all around.
It's a wild and crazy Sunday.
Oh my gosh. Makes me think of the time she wrote every note to me, "Hey, sweaty," in middle school. And finally I had to be like, "Are you meaning to call me sweaty or are you trying to say sweetie?" And she was like, "Oh, sweetie. I meant sweetie."
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Sounds like something I would do.
Okay, it's too
You're like, this is a weird nickname. This is a weird nickname, but I guess it's
don't
okay.
love it at all, actually. She's tickling my neck. Michael's
like the ghost in the story.
Oh, that was creepy. Okay.